Welcome! Have you ever wondered about how did each European country get its name? Well, get ready, because you're about to find out. Some of the countries don't have an official story, but we tried our best to come up with the mostly accepted theory. Without further ado, let's begin. Starting off in alphabetical order, we got Albania. It literally means land of the Albanians. The name Albania is believed to be derived from the Albanoi, an Illyrian tribe which lived in what is today central Albania from the 2nd century BC. The meaning of the word might have derived from the Latin term alba, meaning white. However, Albanians themselves have called their language Shqipe, their country Shqiperia, and themselves Shqiptare, in which Shqiperi means land of the understanding. Andorra. Its etymology is uncertain. It might have derived from the Arabic word ad-dara, meaning the forest, or the Navarro-Aragonese andurial, meaning scrubland. Other theory suggests that it comes from an Iberian tribe called the Andalusians. Next up, we got Armenia. Although it's technically not in Europe, it is considered European for historical cultural reasons. The early Armenian historian Movses Khorenatsi derived the name Armenia from Aramaic, the eldest son of the legendary Haik. The native name for Austria, Österreich, derives from the Old High German Österreichi, which meant Eastern Realm and which first appeared in the Österreichi document of 996, Azerbaijan. The country's name comes from the Persian words Azer, which means fire, and Bagan, which means protector. So putting it together, we got fire protector. Belarus. The name Belarus is closely related with the term Belaya Rus, which means white Rus. The term Rus is associated with a medieval Russian state, also with the original inhabitants of modern-day Russia. Belgium got its name from the Latin word Belgium, used by Julius Caesar to describe the region in 55 BC because it was inhabited by the Belgi tribe back then. The name Belge is a native word that means people who swell with anger. Bosnia and Herzegovina. The word Bosnia is based on the Bosna River and central to north areas, so that does not help either in defining a single country. Herzegovina is the Mediterranean area of Bosnia and is called as such because there were once some Germanic Herzog ruler and the principality kept its German title. The word Herzog, derived from the German, means duke. The name Bulgaria comes from the Bulgars, the extinct tribe of Turkic origin, which created the country. Their name is possibly derived from the Proto-Turkic word bulga, which means to mix or shake, which makes it a whole lot harder and difficult to understand. Croatia. It derives from the same Latin medieval word Croatia, which means the Croatians. This is mostly originated from the Scytho-Sarmatian word Koroathos, which was referred to a Slavic tribe in the 3rd century. The word itself means those who have many lands. Cyprus. Same as Armenia, it's technically in Asia, but still considered European due to its historical and cultural reasons, such as its close ties with Greece and Turkey. The origin is uncertain, but there are 3 popular theories. One suggests that it comes from the Greek word for the cypress tree, kyparissos. Others say that it derived from the Greek word for the henna tree, kypros. And finally, a non-Greek related theory says that it derives from an Iron Age language word for copper, kuprum. Czechia, or Czech Republic. It is a Latinized version of the endonym Czechy, which means land of the Czechs. The country was formerly known as Bohemia, from the Latin Boiohemun, which means home of the boy, a Celtic tribe in the region. The origin of boy is uncertain, although it has been connected to Proto-Indo-European roots, meaning cow and warrior. Denmark. This consists of 2 words, Dan and Mark. The first word might have derived from Dani, a local tribe, Dan, a legendary king, or the meaning Dan itself, which is flat land. The word mark could mean woodland or borderland. Estonia. Early Latin versions of the name were Estia and Hestia. It may be that the name Estonia originated from the Esti people, described by the Roman historians in about 98 CE. The word Esti might have been related to the word Ost, meaning east. Finland. It means land of the Finns. In Finnish, the country is named Suomi, and it could be related to a Proto-Balto-Slavic word known as Zeme, which means low land. France. Land of the Franks, anglicized from the Latin word Francia. The word Frank could be related either to the Proto-Germanic word Frankon, meaning spear or javelin, or Frankisk, which means free or sincere. The second theory might be more realistic because the characteristic weapons of the Franks were the sword and the Frankish axe, not spears. Georgia. It is believed that the country's name is derived from the Persian and Arabic name for Georgians, Gurge, and this reached Western Europe through the Crusaders and Pilgrims. In their native tongue, Georgians call themselves the Kartveli and their country Sakartvelo, which means place of the Kartvelians. The word itself comes from the Mingrelian language, from the word karta, meaning enclosed place. Germany. Its meaning is uncertain. It comes from the Latin term Germania, adopted and popularized by Julius Caesar to refer to the people east of the Rhine River. Germania simply means land where the Germani live. The English names Greece and Greek are derived via the Latin Graecia and Graecus from the name of the Graeci, who were among the first ancient Greek tribes to settle Magna Graecia in southern Italy. The name Hungary is adapted from Hungaria, the medieval Latin term derived by writers from the name of the people Ungari or Ungri. The word derives from the old Bulgarian Agrinu, which itself comes from the Turkic Onogur, meaning people of the 10 arrows, or alliance of the 10 tribes. Iceland. It's self-explanatory. It means land of ice. Ireland. In Irish, the country's name is Éire, from the Old Irish Eru, a goddess in Irish mythology meaning flowing water. Italy. There are a lot of theories surrounding the name of this country. One suggests that it's named after an ancient southern Italian term, vitelliu, meaning land of young cattle. Others says that it comes from the mythological figure Italus. This might be controversial, but Kazakhstan has a European side. Therefore, I'm including it to the list. It's very simple, though. It means land of the Kazakhs. The word Kazakh means nomad or free. Another controversial country on the list, well, not quite a fully established and 100% legal country yet, because not all countries have recognized this country as a country. We got Kosovo. It comes from the Serbian word kos, meaning black bird, and ovo, which is a suffix used in Serbian to describe a possessive adjective. Therefore, we got field of blackbird. Latvia. It means land of the Latvian people. The word itself might have derived from the ancient Latgalians, a regional tribe. Liechtenstein. This one seems hard, but it's actually pretty simple. It comes from the German Lightstone, light as in bright. Lithuania. Some link it to the word lieti, meaning to consolidate, or to unite, referring to the first union of tribes in ethnic Lithuanian lands. Alternatively, could be derived from the Lietava River in central Lithuania. Luxembourg. The country, which was initially called Ardennes, named itself after its homonym capital city, founded in the year 963. It comes from the Celtic Luculum, meaning small, and the Germanic Burg, which means castle or fortress. Therefore, we got Luculemburg, standing for little castle or little fortress. Malta. It comes from the Greeks and Romans who used to call the island Melita, meaning honey. The word Melita itself might have derived from the Phoenician word maleth, which stands for a haven. Moldova. It possibly comes from the Moldova River in Romania. The word itself comes from the Gothic molda, meaning dust or mud. Monaco. Possibly from the Greek monoikos, meaning single house. Montenegro. From the Venetian language, which means Black Mountain. This is referring to the Mount Lovzen and its dark coniferous forests. Netherlands. It literally means Low Countries or lowlands. It comes from the Dutch word neder, which means down or below, since it's a country which is normally below the average sea level. The country is commonly mistaken with the name Holland. Holland is a province in the Netherlands, which historically became the most economically and politically important province in the country. North Macedonia. It comes from the Greek Macedonia, a kingdom named after the ancient Macedonians. Their name, Macedones, comes from the ancient Greek adjective makednos, meaning tall or length. Norway. From the Old Norse noror and veger, which stands for northern way. Poland. Again, it means land of Polans. The word itself might have derived from the Polish pole, which means field or open field. Portugal. From the Latin portus cale, modern-day Porto and Gaia. Portus is the Latin for port, but the meaning of cale is debated. Some say that it derives from the Greek calis, meaning beautiful, and others say that it comes from the Latin calere, meaning to heat. Romania. This one is easy. It's obviously related to the Romans. The Roman Empire conquered a large part of the country, and the inhabitants became Romanized. Russia. From the Byzantine Greek Rosia, meaning land of the rose. Generally agreed to be from a Varangian group known as the Rus, named after the Roslagen region in Sweden, ultimately from Old Norse rods, meaning row or rower. Serbia. From the words Serb and Sorb, which come from Sarbi, meaning family or alliance. Slovakia. From the Slavic Slavs, meaning land of the Slavs. The origin of the word Slav itself remains uncertain. Slovenia. Same as Slovakia, it means land of the slaves in Slovene and other South Slavic languages. Spain. It comes from Hispania, but the etymological origin of the term Hispania is uncertain, although the Phoenicians referred to the region as Spania, meaning land of rabbits. Therefore, the most accepted theory is the Phoenician one. The name Sweden comes from the warlike Svea tribe that became powerful around 500 AD. Swedes call their land Sverige, which means land of the Svea. The Svea began to make raids along the coasts of northern Europe and became known as Vikings, which means pirate in an Old Norse language. Switzerland. It means land of the Switzer. Switzer is an Old English term for the Swiss people, and Swiss comes from the French Suisse, which itself comes from the word Schweitzer, an inhabitant of Schweiz, a commune in modern-day Switzerland. This might have derived from the word suites, which means to burn. Turkey. It means land of the Turks. The word Turk is derived from the terms Turuk or Toruk, which mean created and strong, respectively. The name of Ukraine is frequently interpreted as coming from the Old Slavic term for borderland, as is the word krajina. Another interpretation is that the name of Ukraine means region or country. United Kingdom. It literally means a union created in 1707 between England, Wales, and Scotland, although it became official in 1801 when they brought in Ireland to the Union. Before that, it was called Great Britain, in which the Roman term Britannia comes from the local Pretani, meaning the painted ones. On the other hand, England comes from the Old English word Anglaland, which means land of the Angles. Scotland, from the Roman word Scotia, meaning land of the Scoti, and Wales, which means friends, from the Welsh Cymru. Finally, we got the Vatican City. The word Vatican got its name from the Vatican Hill, from the Latin Vaticinium, meaning prediction, or the other Latin word vaticinatio, meaning prophecy, since the Vatican Hill was the headquarters of an Etruscan oracle, or perhaps the name of a settlement of the same origin, Vaticum. That was it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, leave a like and subscribe for more video like these. If you have additional information about a country or you disagree with one, feel free to comment. Until next time.